Alright. Good morning, everyone. It's early Saturday morning. Sun really hasn't risen yet. But Kat and I are going on another trip this weekend. We are going down to Kentucky. We're going to see Mammoth Cave. We're going to do some bourbon trail tours, see some distilleries, that sort of thing. And overall, just try to enjoy one of the last weekends of summer. Although I suppose we shouldn't say last weekend. It's currently August here, which is typically the month where it starts to end up getting cooler towards September, October. So we'll try to make the most of this weekend and get some good footage along the way. We both have a few last minute things to pack up. Just making sure we get the appropriate footwear for hiking. We are doing one of the longer tours they have available, so they really advise that you get some high quality hiking shoes if you have them. So I should have some boots around here somewhere. The other option this weekend is these sort of dad hiking shoes. I usually use them for mowing the lawn, but they might do good in this application too. So we'll bring both and make it a game time decision. Ready? I guess we'll find out. She's not much of a hiker, but I think we'll have some fun. Bourbon tour is her idea. Hiking is my idea. We'll see how it goes.
Looks like it's made of wood. This does not look safe.
Well, that's the new bridge over there. We're taking the old bridge.
Why does it look like it's made out of like paper sticks? Like
yeah, well, the entire thing is made out of fudgicle sticks.
Oh, yeah, it looks like it, honestly.
There's the new one over there. There's the really old one over there. This is the medium. Passed through Louisville really quickly, just pretty much got off the highway and got right back on. We're about an hour out from Mammoth Caves. Mammoth Caves? Caverns? Cave? Singular?
I think it's Mammoth Cave.
I think it's singular. Cave. Yeah, so we should be right back on the road and be there relatively soon.
Gotta make sure you get on the right direction highway.
All right, so Kat and I got to Indy National Park entrance. All right, checked in. Pretty easy process, actually. You just kind of show up to the counter and they just let you in, really. We're just waiting for our bus to take us on our tour. But as you can see,
Are we down a bus?
yeah, there's the bus station over there. Will take us to the specific entrance we're going to. And I think some construction here. It's pretty darn good. Putting in like a walking path and that sort of thing. They got nice little gift shops inside too. We can go check that out before we get going.
You know what? We can...
Scratch the gift shop. We're going to go on a mission for chapstick. Cool. First of all, nice Porsche to somebody. Second of all, the one thing we've noticed is that Everyone else is wearing significantly less clothing. I mean, I'm just wearing jeans and boots and such, but everyone else is wearing like khaki shorts and t-shirts and, you know, bike shorts, whatever. Maybe hiking boots, but for the most part, no one's wearing anything super substantial weather-wise, so we may have overestimated how cold it'll get.
Yeah, but that's like such a loud thing.
Katie's concerned with the beeps, but we're on the bus. On the way to the Cape. Should be a quick trip, and then on we go.
I'm in danger.
You concerned about the trip? She's concerned she'll die halfway.
I'm not gonna die. I have to be like, I won't be like crying.
She does want to be rescued, I guess. We'll see.
September 10th.
Hmm?
No, you're fine.
How we doing, honey? So far, so good?
They asked me in 2 miles.
We're in a more distant portion of that cave system. As I said, this was not accessed by any human being, to the best of our knowledge, until the early 1840s. Late 1840, early 1841. So this would have been relatively inaccessible. In fact, you'd have to cross at least one underground river to get here. So there would have been no artificial entrance there, of course, which was why this place is called Dismal Hollow. Of course, the kind of lantern, the kind of lights you would have had would not have been the electric lights. It would have been kind of these old-fashioned open-face lanterns, like this one on the rock here. And we would have had a much smaller group, of course, probably less than a dozen, probably a lantern or so for a person or every couple people. But still, it would have been fairly dim. You would have gotten more of a sense, I think, of spaciousness, because there would have been only a hint of the ceiling in here, of course, a lot of shadow.
Yes, this is. Yeah, be careful.
fantastic. I'm going to adjust the brightness on all this. Can you imagine doing this with only a tour, like a lantern? That was a tour option, actually. You could do a historic tour where they just give you a lantern. What if backup flashlights and they post 2 lights on and they just don't?
That's crazy.
Look how high it goes, too. Oh yeah. 1,000 steps down, 1,000 steps up. Maybe 500 of each, who knows. Oh, it's the bottomless pit.
Yeah, that's
The deep hole.
a big note. Yeah, thought I could see something.
No, you can't. Okay. I'm curious how I can adjust how much brightness I can get out of this. It's terrible because I wasted.
It's pitch black.
Minus one bright spot there, one bright spot there. But on camera, it's like, it's pretty, there's a lake over here for me.
Where do you have the water?
Oh,
Where do you have the water?
hidden.
I don't know that I'm open for that.
Oh, there's the railing. There it is. The railing over there. That's the part he's talking about, huh? Oh, the light. You see all those posts? Watch your head. Put all those posts on. Those? Can you see this? That's where the railing used to be for the other tour. And up there. You see anything? There we go. There used to be a railing for a different tour before they actually removed it due to safety concerns. That's nuts. And watch your step, it gets a little steep. Brightness on this. I'm curious if I should. Oh, they probably want to be here. He wouldn't want to be here. Uh-oh, there. Uh-oh. Only to find out later you say, oh, I was hungry. You get the benefit of the doubt when you find it.
We're getting ice cream.
Sure. I don't know if you could see very well in the dark. Oh, Katie's tired. In her defense, it's a pretty big hill. Wow, though.
I just hate that you and your mom find these kind of things.
Yeah, it's nature. This is in the.
And you guys have looked down at people who don't find
This is it. Look at it, Katie. This was here on its own. Down here, like if you came down here with like a Rookoff lamp, you could crank it up and you'd be good to go for a while. Yeah, you'd be host. I guess you have to attempt to feel right now. Yeah, I see it. But if I had to, if I was to guess, what I would imagine you would do is you bring the limiting factor of your stay would be everything else other than your light sources. Yeah. Well, there's lots of ways to, avoid being lost. Just, just simple things.
You can't force a candle to not burn as fast.
No, but like for instance, here's the thing. Like it's a relatively known quantity, the rate at which things burn. Oh, I'm watching this time, don't you worry. I already had one good bonk. Ah, there we go. Isn't this cool though, Kitty?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, look how deep that is.
Man, why is that one not blocked off?
Maybe it's a wider path. No one's fallen down that one recently. Personally, I think the less guarded it is, the more of an authentic experience it is. I'm already kind of peeved we're not doing the lantern tour. Hey, we're gonna do some tired.
Sprint.
This is surprisingly exhausting. How you doing? You doing good?
I'm doing good.
Doing good.
It's the same group whenever I look on the 5K. I would be miserable for most of it.
This is longer than a 5K actually. Oh, look at that lantern stuff and all the. Look at that big hole back there. Wow. It's amazing how flat the ceiling is though. It's crazy because the rocks just cleave off in one big flat chunk. You're good. The reason we're going up, Key, is because we're going out. Look how spectacular view is. You probably look pretty rough on camera. You're sweaty. Okay, sprint. World Championship.
Vast majority of our formations, probably 70–80% of our wet cave formations are just ahead of us for us to see. And that was what made Mr. Morrison a rich man. He ran this for about 10 years, 1922 to just before 1932. And made a lot of money on it. But as someone just brought up, a lot of that was about to end for several different reasons. We don't have a lot of time to go into them right now. For several different reasons, there had been a push to preserve the Mammoth Cave and the area surrounding it as a national park. Some of those were good reasons, I think, and you'll have to do your own research kind of and decide how you feel about that. But there were some probably not so good ways that was gone about. And has happened elsewhere, a lot of people were made to leave. Now, Mr. Morrison was one of those who had to give up his property. Of course, he had some leverage. He had a bit of money behind him. And he held out for several years. He started to sense pressure from the association, the commission that would become the national park. That was created at there was a federation created at the park, at the state level and the federal level. And he was pressured by both of those organizations. He held out until the stock market fell. And what's called Black Friday. It's not the good kind of Black Friday. The stock market crashed around the world. And so he held out to that point, and at that point he knew he wasn't going to get any more people through here. They couldn't afford it. Everybody was poor at that point pretty much. And he was like, well, how much can you give me for it? He was holding out early on for about $3.5 million. And if you can imagine in the 1920s, an enormous sum. He got $290,000, which was still not a drop in the bucket. In today's dollars, in 2022 dollars, $290,000 would be equal to about $1.5 million, which is not a pittance. So he still made out very well compared to most people. But one of the reasons we don't charge an entry fee today to get into this park is because, as you'll notice, you've probably driven by some of them, we have lots of cemeteries here. More than 70 have been found in the park, recorded, and they continue to be discovered. There were dozens and dozens of small communities in this area within the boundaries of the present-day park. Thousands of people were displaced. While many of them were compensated, they probably did not get what they were asking for, and the ones that held on to the bitter end were simply, unfortunately, removed. And that was done not by the federal government, but by the state commission that was forming the national park. So at all levels of government, that was involved. So it was unfortunate, but that was what happened. The only thing we can do now is just try to do better in the future. As I was saying, a lot of national historic parks and even actual national parks these days are formed by cooperation between the federal government and neighborhood or city or state organizations. And often it's part-time.
I'm glad you're excited for once. You were not happy on the way in. Don't stop touching me. The railing. You know the thing that's fixed to the ground? Oh, that and the hole in the ceiling.
We better patch that. Get some.
Oh, whoa. Look at that.
You know what's making this? Oh, the catacombs.
I should call it.
Yeah, oh.
You were thinking it.
Yeah, that looks good.
You said that's where the cap is going?
Yes, starting right about there. Yeah. That's why everything looks like
Do the so spooky.
Yeah, it's a cave spider. Yeah, good catch. That's a great catch, honey.
I'm always on looking at this thing.
Yeah, but I mean, this thing is like miles under here. This thing has never
The
seen.
spider.
He's probably never seen sunshine.
We should let him experience.
Oh, you get to go in it. That's fantastic.
It looks like the insulation.
Oh, whoa.
Yes, this looks like insulation for a house. Well, not this side, but.
Oh yeah, I see why they blocked it off and there were people grabbing it.
Another one.
That's a big one.
Seriously, I wonder what they think it's like. They're just like.
Look at these. I see why they gave these off. They keep them nice and safe. Oh, look how smooth it is for people's feet. Look how sad that people broke them off. Yeah, people broke them off. How sad is that?
Yeah, that's
It's nice to see they reform pretty quick. Oh, it's actually interesting. They're still touched one. Not too bad.
yeah, so drips forming or something.
Oh, but it's I guess like you can see a water bead. Oh, hey, hang on.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you're gonna have to touch this one. Whoa. Oh yeah. Oh man, super far down. This is not the time to jump my camera. Yeah, I don't think you get your deposit back from that. Oh, you know what? Spiders. Oh, I see light.
Our eyes are gonna be messed up.
Oh, it's a revolving door. I didn't expect that. That's how close. That's super close to the surface. Yeah. All right. Well, we're back out of the cave. It's a pretty long tour, almost 4 hours.
Oh, look at the time flipped.
I think we fared pretty well. Yeah, we're actually pretty tired actually after that, but we're out back on the surface. It's very bright, although to be honest, our eyes actually haven't been hurt too bad. To be honest, I thought it'd be a lot brighter out here after all that. At least I thought it'd feel brighter, you know. Yeah, but anyways, back to what I was saying. It is not as bright out here as I would have thought it would feel after being in a cave for 4 hours on end. But yeah, we're back out. We're feeling good. We're gonna head to the hotel and wrap it up for the day. This will probably end up being a longer cut of video than I'm typically used to doing, but we'll see what you guys think. So we're here at Texas Outlaw. It's highly recommended local place. Barbecue, should be good. All right, so you can't see, or you can't smell, but this smells ridiculous. Concur, delicious. Let's try a bite, shall we? What's your happy place? What do I go for first? I'll go for the good. I think I have to, right? Delicious. All right, I'm gonna eat now. Bye-bye. All right, so verdict is really, 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 really good. How are we doing, honey? She's got some chicken, pulled pork, brisket, ribs. Ooh, just eating your way to a comatose, huh? Complimentary hospital stay after this, huh?
Yeah.
If you guys are ever in, where are we?
Kentucky.
Somewhere in Kentucky, there's a restaurant called Outlaw, what is
Texas
it?
Outlaw.
Texas Outlaw. Very, very yummy. Highly recommend. And I think that'll be about it for us. I think we got to go home and go to sleep immediately. Because we might die. Alright, we'll see you tomorrow, or next time I should say. Maybe it's next week, but ta-ta, viewer.